Good morning once again. Yeah, we're here on our wonderful Monday, getting ready to hopefully achieve something. Who knows? Maybe nothing. Keep in mind if you're thinking things are hardly happening for you or you're struggling to make things happen, it's probably because you're in a waning moon. So you gotta take it easy. Go with the flow of the moon. In a couple days' time, a week or so, the moon will let you get your traction back. Ebb and flow, ebb and flow. And I'm always learning. In a waning moon, I try my darndest to pay attention. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting better. And other times I just am very resistant. Now, don't think this is not like something that doesn't happen when you're in a waxing moon. Same thing can happen. In a waning moon, whatever you're dealing with is easier to release. So let's say that you're a hard charger, you're working hard. If you decide to take a break during a waning moon, it's easy to take a break in a waning moon. It's easy to take a load off. You don't have to. If somebody says, well, that means you just got to put it down harder. You got to put in much more effort. No. The idea is you're going to start to feel an inclination. And mine has always been, because I'm pretty damn aware, and it's like unanimous when it comes to the moon. But I always feel the moon before it's about to wax or before it's about to wane 3 days before. So that is the sweet spot. And I don't think you're going to hear any guru talk about that. But that's the energy that I paid attention to. Like clockwork. It's like when you set your alarm at a certain time in the morning, but you find yourself waking up right before the alarm goes off. Like you pre-programmed yourself. It's the same thing with the moon. But I do feel the energy that comes with it. So 3 days before. And because the full moon effect, that's when things start to get really a little wonky donkey. Because people are still trying to do. And it's a pivotal power part. And it's the same with the new moon. In that sweet spot, all of these grandiose, you're basically tuning into a more dreamy light state. And it's allowing whatever your momentum to be manifested in it's kind of like giving it nitrous oxide. Versus whenever you're coming into a new moon and you may have like a void, not a void, but a blank page. You may be drawing blanks, but like you'll come up with something. It'll be something like that's not a blank page. What am I saying? You'll have too many ideas. It'll be so much going on, and then you'll start to feel like, wait a minute, I was kind of lost, but now I'm getting found. So you start to hyper focus on whatever it is. This is kind of like let's say a desk full of things. So that's what happens when a waxing is starting to come on. It'll start to allow you to hyper-focus on some of those things. I'm just going to see what this girl's saying. Oh boy, what has she got here? Oh my God. Comedy hypnotist. Oh, man. I don't know. That's a list. All right. Well. So, what am I talking about? Why am I speaking about the moon? Because you guys need to also understand, my fellow inspectors, whenever you get into the world, why things are happening the way they are. Why are you not carrying the momentum you might have been carrying before? It feels so hard to lift that weight. It feels so hard to make progress in the gym. There's all these different things that happen, but if you just pay attention to the moon, that's what's coinciding with it. I think I've even looked up strange videos to try to correlate, like, well, gym, how I should work out with the gym. I think there's something online a little bit about it, but it's vague because most people don't listen to nature. I'm guilty of it too, but I've picked up on it within the last couple of years. And it makes sense to me because, I think if you go back way back and you think about the farmer's almanac and how they planted their crops according to the moon, it's like, when do you plant? You probably want to plant during a waxing moon. That's when things will come up and be more fruitful. But if you start planting during waning, it's going to struggle. Now, somebody says, well, I don't know if I want to believe all that hokey dokey woo woo shoo shoo. Look, I was a part of a focus group when I was back in the military. This is like 07 time frame. And I got involved with a focus group that was an intention focus group where we would log in at a certain time and we had a target that we would all focus our energy on. And it was a plant. All we were doing was logging in, giving blessings, praying intentfully on this plant, and encouraging it to grow. Now, remember, we're all remote. We're all over the fucking world doing this. And by the end of the experiment, the plant that was focused on with the intention grew like 3 to 4 times faster, better than the other plant that didn't receive any kind of intention. Now, even more cooler was that this happened repeatedly. So it's like, if you can go and find out intention experiments done on plants, I was probably in one of them, but just listen to what I'm saying. Energy flows where intention goes. That is like my main quote, and just that's how it works. Now, during a waning moon, it's a little funkier. It's just a little different. I'm not saying you can't get nothing done, but I know the hacks for doing stuff during a waning moon. And one of the hacks that you can get is, instead of, and I've spoke about this in past videos, is instead of trying to will it in, work hard, I got an objective, I got to get up today and do it. That's some where it works, don't get me wrong. Otherwise, we wouldn't have businesses happening. They call in like, hey, where's John at? And John didn't show up today. I'm like, damn. I don't know why I'm here. I'm going home today. It's like, oh shit, we don't have nothing working anymore. But here's the thing about waning moons. They work best when people have lists to accomplish. So, but why am I saying this? This is like a hack of the waning moon. If you made it far enough to make a list, like say, I need to clean the house. I need to build this piece right here. I need to do this. I need to go pick up the groceries, do all this little stuff. And you have a little list. What the waning moon likes to do is allows you to clear things off. So this is why I'm giving you a waning hack. You develop a list so that when this is a task that you can just wipe off and clean off, it'll just go like clockwork. It'll smoothly disappear during the process of you going about handling it. In a waxing moon, different. You can make your list. You can still go at it like you want to. But you might find that you're knocking things off the list. And as you're knocking things off the list, other things are happening with that. Like, oh shit, I got to take care of that. Oh, damn, I got to go over here. And like, before you're done, you didn't get maybe 3/4 of the way through that list. I mean, if you got good lists like I have, you can't get through all of them usually. You're going to have something left over. But in a waxing period, I've always noticed that it just gets legs. So if I'm real lucky if I get through a list completely, succinctly on a waxing moon. Like, I'm thrilled. On a waning moon, it just happens naturally. I just look at it, I go, got that done today. That's a great day. You don't even have this momentum of excitement. I just took care of a whole list. You're just happy that you're able to use, the list. Like a waning moon is not an exciting moon. It's a reflective moon. If I listen to music, watch documentaries, look at YouTube videos on different subjects that are informative, those are always way more enlightening, exciting, and revealing than when I'm in a waxing moon. Waxing moon, I only got so much time to look at that. When my mind's on something else. I guess I should stop with the video right there. If I haven't shared anything else, I'll at least share a little bit about waning and waxing moons. And so, what do you think you got? What I'm going to do today? What do you think my objective is today? I don't really have one. I have some ideas of things I would like to do. But I know that over the weekend, I let it rip. And waning moons are perfect for that. If you want to have your spirit washed from the activities that it was engaged in during a waxing moon, that's perfectly set up for the waning moon. Waning moons love to just go ahead and wash the body, relax it, all that. What I typically would love to do is work out hard during the waning moon, but it does not like it. It's better to just take it easy, maybe have a deload week. Just do your workouts a little bit lighter and give your body a chance to just enjoy the movement versus try to make progress in the movement. And that's more listening to the body. So it's like, let me listen to how I feel during a workout versus I am beating markers. I'm beating mile markers and I've got an objective to get through. Because you might find yourself getting hurt in the gym. Nobody wants to see that, so I'm trying to think. I have nothing really set up today. I have stuff I want to work on with my project idea. That'd be great to do. I know later in the week, this is where things are going to get a little epic. I'm going to start on my ventures. And my girl, Kimmy. Hey, and if anybody's trying to judge me right now based on me having a little fun over the weekend, Kimmy is not my girlfriend. We're two single people at this point. I try to have some respect for her anyways. So it ain't like I'm going to be just throwing it all up in her face about it. But at the same time, she's been screwing up. I mean, like, if this... Here's the thing. We both say we don't want to be in a relationship. But we do typical things like that. And we're having a great time. But I think, and this is a dualistic situation, she may run the risk of losing me again. Just because I don't know what happens, but I go to these certain places and I have other women that get interested in me, and they're pretty aggressive nowadays. I don't know how to handle it. I just go ahead and take care of it as a man, but sometimes I don't want to deal with it. It's kind of weird. Like, I've got, like, a lot of women I just don't talk to at all because I am talking directly with Kimmy. And just avoid them. And somebody else is like, as an alpha, they would say, man, take all those women. I was like, I'm not hungry like that. I don't care. If I'm hungry about something, if you want to know the woman I would cheat on with, like, if we're talking about cheat on a woman, and I'm not dating her. Like I said, I'm not dating her. it would be my career. My career is my woman. Like, that's the one thing that I would want to make more love to and cherish and grow and see her prosper, because she shows kindness and reflection and things back to me better than I have in relationships. I mean, she's very sweet. Sometimes she can get a little agitated. Sometimes she can get a little vindictive. It's okay. But she seems to be the one that gives me more back in return for what I give her. Excuse me. Whew. So I'm doing a little combination today: grapes and tangerines. But she wants to get together Wednesday. We'll see. I think she feels so damn guilty. I don't even know how to handle that. Like she's gonna feel so damn guilty, pouring her heart out, being just like devoted to me and stuff like that. And I halfway for me, I think it's like a little bit might be a turnoff for me. I've always been attracted to confident women. So when a woman is aggressive and just like, I want to take you the hell out of you, like, that shit's pretty big turn on for me. I like an aggressive woman that's in a different way, but like a confident aggressive. It's a different type of thing. Versus somebody's, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, they just melting down in front of me. Yeah. I come from a crazy background. I've had a lot of experiences. So I don't like frailness too much. I hate to say it. So one of the conversations I'm going to have with her, and it's, you have to do the tough talks. I don't care who you are. And my tough talk with Kimmy is going to be about, hey, are you okay with being more intimate? Is this like an adult thing? Are we adults here? Are you fine with that level of progression? Or are you just keep things on a little, kid level? Because if that's it, that's cool. I'll just put more distance. I'll do more things that I'm interested in doing and going to do, versus seeing that there might be something hopeful and building here, relationship building. Because me personally, I know my sex drive. And when I'm eating this fruit, it's way more increased. Like, my libido's phoo, phoo, phoo. And it isn't like I'm like actively looking for women. But when I'm with a woman and I'm building a connection, intimacy is paramount. And I'm talking about conversation, but I'm saying, are we afraid to get naked with each other? Like, what kind of stupid... Like, I'm too old for that. Like, I don't have patience for any of that. I don't want to go, ooh, too old. You're going to die. You're going to get older. You're going to look worse. Take advantage of what you have right now. I'm going to look worse. Maybe. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting better looking at times. I'm like, this is great. I hope I age like fine wine. That'd be fun. That'd be great. Anyways, I'll talk my ass off again today. Finish up my grapes. Watch some good content. I might share a little bit about it, especially when it comes down to weight. I learned something yesterday from this Dr. Jordy, something Lyon. Dr. Lyon. She is good. First, I was a little bit like, I judged her wrong, because she's like very image conscious and all this kind of stuff. But she has a level of knowledge and depth with a certain experience. Like, you can tell when she starts to talk about it, her passion lifts up in her face and her eyes. She's got me. I'm sold. I like people that dig deep into these different, like, smaller levels of understanding the human anatomy and function and mitochondrial function and all that. That just gets me going. Like, I was like, I'm attracted to her brain, which is fine. She's a super hot girl, but I mean, I like the brain part. And she started explaining how, and I'm just giving you the footnotes, but there's this xanthine that you can use to remove some kind of pathogen that you might have acquired if you had a stomach bug. So tip, if you made it to the end of this video, There, you can fix your stomach bug pathogen before it becomes too bad. I think mine's a little bit down the road too far, and maybe I can do some reversal stuff. Maybe not, but I think it's worth a shot. And what ends up happening is you don't clear everything from the stomach bug that you receive. Everyone, this happens very normal, but what ends up happening to yourself is your body starts to create antibodies to, fight against it, that infection or that pathogen. And it keeps building. It becomes a runoff to where you have an autoimmune disease, which is basically what I got going on. I don't ever really get all my nutrients. I have to eat bulks of food. It's just really tough. And she described that it slows down the gut motility and operates just like a H. pylori, even if it isn't a H. pylori. So I was like, there it is, because all the symptoms that are just like H. pylori are running along, probably coinciding with this pathogen that you get while you have a stomach bug. Now, as far as all the names and nomenclature, you go hunt her down. I'm sure she's got some info on it. I'm excited to hopefully embark on fixing myself and not have too many bad autoimmune issues. But anyways, that's enough for today. You guys, thanks for watching, and just stay tuned, and I'll have more nuggets to drop. It'll be better. I think I'll start making this channel a little bit better, but I keep saying that, and I just don't know. So, guys, thanks. Have a great Monday. Great productive, non-productive Monday. Just go with the flow. Love y'all. Thanks.